Hello. Today is Thursday, December 29th, the fifth day in the octave of Christmas. The gospel today is part of the Christmas story. It comes from the Gospel of Luke and tells us the story of Mary and Joseph going to the temple to redeem their son, who's recognized by an old prophet named Simeon. What Mary and Joseph were doing is something that they learned from Abraham. When Abraham had the son Isaac, his firstborn son, he took him up Mount Moriah, and there he intended to sacrifice Isaac to God, because there was the common belief among the people that lived in Canaan that the firstborn son belonged to God and must be sacrificed. And some of Abraham's Gentile neighbors actually did kill their children, their firstborn son, as a sacrifice to their gods. Abraham thought he was supposed to do the same thing, and so he took Isaac up Mount Moriah. And as he went to do that, God stopped him, and in the place of Isaac provided a ram. And ever since then, the Jewish people realized that they weren't supposed to offer human sacrifice to God, but rather that they were to offer something in place of their firstborn. And so that's what Mary and Joseph were doing. They were bringing, because they weren't very wealthy people, just a pair of turtle doves. And the temple in Jerusalem must have been a phenomenal complex. It was 20 acres. There were 7 different gates. There were thousands of people that came every day to the temple. Sightseers came to see this place. It was such a phenomenal place. And so with 7 gates and thousands of people and so many people carrying children in, what amazes me in this story of Luke is that Simeon recognized Jesus right away. He goes over to Mary and Joseph and grabs this child and says, "Now, Lord, you can let me rest with my ancestors, for I have seen the salvation of your people. This is it. This is the one. This is the one I've been waiting for. This is it." This small babe, only 40 days old. What a gift. I pray that I can recognize Christ like Simeon. I pray that, as I get older, I'm more able to recognize Christ. Christ at work in my life. Christ at work in the lives of others. That I can see Christ in my sisters and brothers. That I can see Christ in the poor and the lowly. That I can see Christ more clearly and reverence him in the many ways he's a part of my life. I pray that that will be true not just for me, but for you. Now, with our own eyes, Lord, help us to see your Son, who is here in so many ways. May we recognize him and honor him and love him. Amen. Have a great Christmas season.